What's it feels so good to be back. Like I have missed talking to myself and putting it up for you guys to watch, you know? Um I y- you know how you like don't really like your voice over recording? Like I don't like listening to myself or hearing myself, but like the things that I say sometimes I'm like I should take my own advice, and I'm sure we all feel that way. Um But if you haven't noticed, I got my hair cut. Don't mind the little flyaways. They're hanging back there behind these. Um, but it's been good, and it was freeing to finally do it. I've been talking about chopping off my hair for like years. And I actually, funny story, to uh, went to Utah for a little trip, and I texted my friend, and I was like, "Hey, like two things I want to get done here, like hang out with you on Easter, have fun, and chop my hair off." And she's like, "What? Like, does anybody know?" And I'm like, "No, you're the only one that knows." And I'm doing it. And she gets her hair cut short, and so I'm like, she knows somebody, she has somebody. Like, um, I'm just gonna do it. I'm gonna get it done. And so I did. I went there. I got it done. Um, it was finally something that I did for myself. It wasn't based off of any like any others' opinions or anybody else's feelings about it or anything like. And I think that's what stopped me before is that other people have expressed, well, I love your long hair, and it's like I don't care. I'm ready to fucking chop it off. Like fuck, let me do what I want to do. I get it. You have an opinion about my hair. Um, but anyways, the reason I bring that up too is that like it go do something for you. Do it for you. Um, so I just stopped there to um have a process that was like, shit. I wanted to tell people what I was gonna call my videos now, and um I've decided to call it Truthful Documentation. I've got that on my Instagram, and it's something that I created. I think about a year ago now, maybe a little bit over that. But I'm like, I'm tired of just like documenting things that like are good. Like I want to document things that like don't go good. Learn from my experiences. The trial and error is real, and so I've decided to name it truthful documentation because that's what I'm doing. I'm sitting here telling my truth, and I'm documenting it. I'm not. Uh, I'm not expressing anybody else's truth here and there. Like people will give me their opinions, and I either believe them or I don't. And when I do believe in somebody else's opinion and what they've said to me, it resonates within me, and so I share it. And I've missed this. I've missed this so much. I feel like I just want to like word vomit everything that's happened in the last 6 months, and yeah, it's been an exciting roller coaster to say the least. I'm no longer a truck driver, at least for now. I just got a call from a company, truck driving, and I'm contemplating it. So um, I I'm not a 100% sure what I want to do for the rest of my life, but I know that in this period of time, in my 20s, I'm experiencing, and I know trucking is not the thing that I want to do forever. Um, but I know it's been a good gateway for um, getting out of debt and stuff. But yeah, it's long story short. I mean, I just was miserable with the company that I was with. Um, it wasn't fun anymore. It wasn't worth what I was getting. I kept telling myself that I'm only doing this because I get to have the days off that I want. And I did. Anytime I wanted a day off or anytime I needed a day off, I was able to get it. No questions asked, right? Which is like everybody's dream, but like it wasn't worth the other bullshit that was going on in it. Not consistent pay. I mean, not getting the truck done when it's needed to get done. I didn't know when I was leaving the next time, and not because of the demand of cars not getting shipped. It was the fact that like I, the owner just didn't want to do anything, and it wasn't for me anymore. And so I'm like, and that's probably part of where my exhilarating happiness is coming from. Like my excitement is that like it's almost like a relief off of my shoulders, like a big weight's been lifted off, and it feels good. Like Maddie's even said to me, like you just look happier, and it's only been a week and a half, like 2 weeks, like so yeah, maybe I'm in the honeymoon stage of not having a job and feeling good, but like I'm much happier, definitely. Um, let's see. Outside of that, well, I guess to like throw something in there for you. If you're not happy at your job, fucking quit. Get the fuck out. There's no need to stay. Like, if you're not happy now, go try something else. And everybody, you know what's interesting to me is that everybody, and I keep hearing it from a fuck ton of people, but it's like, oh, it's too late to change, or I'm too old for that. And they're like 35, 45, 55. I hear it from my mom. My mom will say things, and I'm like, Mom, no, you're not too old. I promise, you're not too old. My dad says it too. But it's like, I get it. I don't, I can't relate or say I've been there because I'm only 26, so I don't know what it's like to say like I'm too old for something. But like most things, you're not too old for. There's a lot of people and actors and actresses that have started late in their game. That I mean, singers they started late. That it's just you can, you can change. You don't have to be stuck. You don't have to feel like you're stuck. You don't like your job and you complain about it all the time. My girlfriend has the most patience that I have ever met in anybody because for the last 2 years, on and off, I've complained about my job. And she's done nothing but support me. Like, literally say, I know, babe. Like, is it worth it? Well, yes, babe, it is. Well, okay. You do what you want. And not once has she, like, well, maybe a couple times, but like every other time, it's like she doesn't look at me and say, quit complaining about it then. Like, go get a fucking new job, you know? She's been so patient with me. And it's crazy because she ended up getting a job that she didn't like. And I was like, after the first couple weeks of her saying, da 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 da, this and that and this and that. And I'm like, shit, if you don't like it, go get a new job. Go do something else. Oh, I have zero patience. That is the one thing that tells me, like, I have no patience. But, like, maybe I needed it. I needed somebody to slap me in the face and say, hey, like, when is enough? And the last time that I had a trip, the last trip that I took to Phoenix, enough was enough. And I can't believe that I disrespected myself enough to get to that point for me to throw in the towel and throw my hands up. I mean, I went. It's just it's pointless to talk about because it's in the past now. Like I've already done it. I've got all the time in the world to work on my side hustle, which is going nuts right now. I've and maybe that's another part of my excitement. I don't know. There's a lot of excitement in my life right now. I don't know if I did. Actually, yeah, I did. Maybe. I don't know. I've restarted this video a couple times, so I don't know if I put it in this one. But like, I did a filming thing a couple days ago with Maddie, which was kind of fun to experience and pretty intriguing to um, be a part of. Met some actresses that are pretty humble, pretty down to earth. Um, for the most part, I mean, the production itself, they they mostly treat you like another number. You're just a statistic there because I was um, a background extra. So uh, yeah, but it was a good experience. I've experienced a lot in the last 6 months. Got to sit down and actually chat with one of the top earners in um, the company that I work with, and invited me over into his home. Just a nice, kind, down to earth, humble gentleman that just opened his arms up to allowing me to come in to say hello, and help me grow into the human that I am searching to be. That was a great experience. That was in awe. I was pretty blessed to be around that, and then yeah, I was able to go and experience San Diego a little bit. Um, what else? Quit my job, side hustle. Met a fuck ton of people out in on that film set. Fucking nuts. And all of them are obviously into the filming industry. I'm like, dang, that's cool. Everybody wanted to collaborate and be a part of something bigger and create a story. And behind all the film, it's really just creating a good story for somebody to feel like it's motivational to them. And yeah, yeah. This one is should say this episode really isn't like titled to be something, I suppose. I'm just here to talk again, but talk about my truth, the truthful documentation. Um, what else? Been doing good on my water intake. That's good. My eating has been pretty shit. I always go through these stages. Like, if you can relate, let me know because I need to find something that can help me be like a scar or something going on right there. Hmm. Anyways, I need someone. Well, maybe I shouldn't say need. I want someone to hold me accountable to um, a proper lifestyle, a healthy lifestyle is what I should say. I go through these waves of like eating really good and then like, oh man, I've been doing so good. Let's have like 5 cakes in the next 3 days, like, or let's pig out on something, or it just maybe it's the relationship that I have with food. I love food and I love the healthy food. It tastes good. I mean, you just put a little bit of salt and pepper and sprinkle some stuff on there, you'd be good. Everything, it's not, I don't know. I'll get back to you on that. Food's a little bit interesting with me. Um, Exercise has also been down. I've got a little bit of this discomfort in my shoulder, and I've been taking these all natural like chewables, and they've been helping the discomfort, but they also fit like not they, the my shoulder in itself, and I've talked to a physical therapist. She actually, it was funny because she was like watching me do push-ups one time, and she's like, "Hey, actually that's not true. Let me tell you really what happened." I went over to her and I was like, "Hey, like I've been having like this weird pain like from here to like here," and she's like, "Oh yeah, I noticed a little something in in the way you were doing push-ups, and I was like, really, you must be really good at your job. And so she's like, yeah, it sounds like it's a like bicep tendonitis. She's like, did you ever do this type of workout? And I was like, that's exactly when it started hurting. And so she was like, yeah, that could be a problem. Anyways, she kind of gave me some exercises to do, but it just hasn't been feeling good, and so I've been discouraged with going to the gym because I can't do the workouts that I like to do because I love doing arms. Um, and then I've been having some weird knee pain. I've had two knee surgeries, so it's not abnormal for me to have knee pain. But the less I go to the gym, the less things are getting better, and so it's just kind of this like cycle of things. And honestly, I should just get a physical therapist and go for it. But yeah, I think uh, I think that's kind of all that like I want to throw out there as far as like just random shit. Um, that's what I'll call this episode. Yo, truthful documentation. I think episode number 6, random shit. Um, yeah, it's been good. It's been fun, but I think what I'm gonna do, because Maddie and I have so much free time now together, and it's been good. We're gonna do an episode together, and just have some fun. Create a memory together that we haven't created yet, and uh, it's always good to create new memories with people that you have daily lifestyles with. So yeah, I appreciate you guys watching. Thank you for my subscribers. If you haven't yet, go ahead and subscribe right now. I promise it's not always this mundane, but I appreciate you guys. Enjoy. Have a great day, and yeah, we'll talk later. And if anybody wants to message me, you can hit me up on Instagram, Facebook. That's about it right now. I'm not giving you my number.